Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 21 of Zesty Thoughts with your host, Annábla. I hope everyone has had an amazing week. I am so smitten because the weather has cooled down, and by golly, the weather this last week in Los Angeles was horrendous. Santa Ana wind vibes, dry, low ass humidity. My skin was struggling, still kind of is. All my eczema girlies out there, you know what it's like. I had a little outbreak. I rarely get outbreaks. It's usually when the weather is like that, like Santa Ana winds, dryness. It was horrible. So I'm glad that it's a little bit better. I have a little thermometer in my room that also has a humidity thing on it. And on average, we're by the beach, so it's, I guess, higher than other places maybe, but on average, it'll sway between 50 to 80% humidity, just on average, any given time of the year. And it was down to I can kind of see, there was at one point that it was 25%. That's the lowest range that it had. It was so bad. It was horrible. So I'm so happy the weather is a little bit better. Thank God. My goodness. I had a fantastic week. I saw freaking Joni Mitchell, and it was insane. It's a crazy story, actually. A good friend of mine is having a surgery, and she, out of fear of not wanting to get sick prior to her surgery, gave us, Rocky and I, the tickets that she had for the show. And we were like, what? That is the nicest thing in the world. So Rocky and I obviously have to pay it forward. And the next time Joni plays, return the favor and get her tickets for the show, because it was, insane. I've always been super inspired by her music, her songwriting, her voice. Ugh, so beautiful. And yeah, the show was more than I could ever imagine. It was also a very interesting lineup of kind of guest musicians and artists and singers. Jacob Collier played piano, John Batiste, Elton John, and Meryl Streep. It was just a weird mix. Brandi Carlile sang with Joni and kind of helped to MC and sing some of the higher parts of her songs that she can't really sing anymore. She's up there. She's in her 80s, I think. And for those of you that don't know, I believe she had a brain aneurysm at one point and couldn't sing as a result, and is just now, the last few years regaining the ability. So it was so magical. Rocky was sobbing the whole time. Rocky is obsessed with Joni Mitchell. That's her idol. She even got a dulcimer when she was little because of how in love with Joni she was and is. So it was just insane. It was so amazing, and we're so grateful to M for that. So yeah, funny backstory with the concert. Our friend that gave us the tickets had said, oh, the show's on Saturday. So Rocky and I were all right, let's do it. We meet up on Saturday. We carpool to the Hollywood Bowl. We do the LA Zoo shuttle bus for parking, because parking is asinine. It's $55 at the Hollywood Bowl. Who's gonna pay that? So we parked at the LA Zoo and shuttled in. It was super efficient, by the way. So if you ever need to go to the Hollywood Bowl, just do that. And it was only $12 per person, so it was cheap, which was cool. So yeah, so we get on the shuttle, get to the bowl, and walk, are about to go through security to scan our tickets, and the lady is with the hand scanner scanning the tickets on Rocky's phone, and it keeps saying error, and we're we're standing there are they fake tickets? What, maybe because they were transferred to us, it didn't go through or something. And so we were just what? And she kept trying it. And then the dude next to her, the other employee, walked over and looked at the phone, and he was oh, it says Sunday. And Rocky and I were what? It's for Sunday, because she was playing 2 nights, Saturday and Sunday. So I guess there was a mix up. The show that we had tickets for was on Sunday. So it was okay. It ended up working out because Rocky and I were like, well, we took the shuttle and the shuttle isn't going to like take us back right now because it's not going to like run again until the end of the show. So I was like, let's just Uber back to the zoo, get our car. And there's a wine bar in Echo Park that I've been wanting to take like everybody that I know to since forever, since I like used to go to it all the time. My boyfriend used to live near downtown area and we would be there like every weekend. But since I'm not in that area as much anymore, like I never go. And I was like, wait, we can go to El Prado. Like we can go to this wine bar. Shout out, that place is insane. I'll link the like map address for it so y'all can check it out. Delicious wine, great service, good vibes, good music. So yeah, we went straight there. We got some wine and then we got triple bean pizza. And so the night ended up being amazing and fun. It worked out. But yeah, it was just super funny that happened. And then we went on the correct day, the next day, Sunday. We got like food, brought it with and like did like a little picnic vibe at the Hollywood Bowl before the show and then just basked in Joni's greatness. It was amazing. Yeah, the shuttle for the Hollywood Bowl, 10 out of 10. The shuttle for the Greek, on the other hand, trash. Absolute nightmare. I haven't done it in a while, but recently my parents had done it. And you have to wait like so long in like a massive line for a long time after the show ends to like actually get on it. And yeah, it's just like not efficient at all. But at the Hollywood Bowl, like first of all, like the rideshare lot is like super organized, like how it should be. And the shuttle, it's like the concert's over, you go to where the shuttles are and they're like lined up waiting, like multiple buses. It's like they're ready to take a bunch of people. So it was fantastic. And the lady that worked for the like shuttles for the Hollywood Bowl like let us use the same ticket from the night before because we were like, yeah, we literally like took the shuttle and then like had to Uber back because we didn't want to wait to the end of the concert because it was the wrong night. And she was like, oh, you guys can you just use the same ticket, which was so nice. So yeah, shout out, highly recommend. Let's see what else. Oh my gosh. Okay, slight spoiler alert for Grotesquerie. Anybody that is watching it, maybe skip ahead. I'll put the timestamp to skip because the last episode, my parents and I watched it the other night, and the blasphemy scene, I mean, that was insane. Like, I knew that it was building. I could feel the tension. She was kind of like being accusatory and like, you know, the nun was looking a little stressed. I could tell something was going to go down. But when the camera panned to her and she just screamed, blasphemy, I was like, yo, you gotta be kidding me. Like, oh no, shit's about to go down. And that scene was crazy. And then like the weird like dream dying sequence, that shit was confusing as fuck because me and my parents were like, wait, is this like showing us what is really been going on the whole film? And we were just like, or the whole show, and it's just like we were like, I don't know, like in this girl's head, or like, is this just like her? I was like, no, this is probably like her version of hell. Like if she is in hell, it would have been swapped the other way and she would have been in like her husband's position. But I don't know, I guess it was just like her life flashing before her eyes and like her almost dying. But it was very confusing, to say the least. But yeah, that scene was crazy. When she screamed, I was like, oh shit. So I'm really eager to see what comes next. Also, watching that episode, my parents and I were like kind of confused when they were talking about the priest, because we're like, did we like miss the last episode, like the previous one? We went back to like start the previous episode and we're like, no, we like watched this whole episode. It's like, did we miss something? Because at the end, when the detective shoots the dude, whoever it is, the masked dude, like they don't show who it is. So we were like, I guess it was the priest, because there were like 2 or 3 conversations in the most recent episode that alluded that it was, or that like revealed that it was the priest, and that like made the assumption that she had solved the case. And we're like, yeah, but we like didn't like see that scene. So we were confused. We thought we missed an episode, but we didn't, I guess. So that was a little bit weird, the way that they revealed it, but nonetheless, very interesting. I'm very eager to see what is next, since there are a few episodes left. I just can't wait to see like the root of everything and like the reason behind it all. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. I'm looking forward to that. Oh, my parents and I also just watched Beetlejuice 2 last night. I thought it was good. Like I can't say enough good about Michael Keaton. I love him. I adore him. He can do no wrong in my eyes, especially as Beetlejuice. So no hate there. But like, I don't know what it is about like films post 2020 that are like slightly geared towards children, or at least like trying not to close off a young audience, and just having the most atrocious dialogue known to man. I think that's like kind of part of my hot toddy take this week, but like honestly, it was just so bad. Like the first like 15 to 30 minutes of the film, I was like, God, like who wrote this? And like it's to me, it's kind of funny because like I work with kids and they're way smarter than you think, most of them at least, like the non-sheltered ones. Not very often that I use like baby voices with kids unless they're like really young, and then I can kind of get them more engaged that way, and then I switch it off and speak to them like an adult, and it's like fine. And most children like receive that fairly well. You know what I mean? And the dialogue is just like so cut and dry and like spoon fed, and just like come on, you can be like a little bit more creative than that. Like if I think of like dialogue in children's like movies and cartoons and TV from when I was young, it was like not like that, except for maybe like Disney, but like Nickelodeon, like sometimes depending on the show. But I don't know. Maybe I'm like the only one that noticed that, but I just felt like the dialogue in like the first 20-30 minutes was like really just like corny and like horrible and like boring. Like the scene where they're like sitting in the art gallery, I guess also spoiler for this, they're sitting in the art gallery and they're like talking. I was kind of like, what did like a 10-year-old write this? Like, I don't know. Kind of a hot take. But I thought the film was like pretty good overall. I liked it. I enjoyed it. It like got better as it went on, but I feel like the first half was kind of like shitty. Not gonna lie. But yeah, I think even if it's marketed towards kids, like kind of, I feel like kids now, like they'll think that's corny too. Like low key, above a certain age, maybe like 9 and up, they're gonna be like, but yeah. Okay, let's see. I have I actually have kind of 2 other hot toddy takes of the week. I have a lot. One, when we were at the Hollywood Bowl, there was actually like an intermission during the event. And so I went down to like the concession store to buy like drinks and stuff for Rocky and I. And they have like self-checkout there, basically. You like place the items on this like thing, and it like, I don't know if it's like through cameras or whatever, senses what items they are, scans them for you, whatever, and then like brings you to your total. And then you check out and it asks for tip. I was like, this is like self-checkout. There's like one employee here just like standing, being like, next, and then like helping old people that like don't know what they're doing. But like, really? I'm sorry. And that's actually not the first time I've experienced tip like questions on checkouts in self-checkout. Like I'm not tipping, sorry. If I'm like at a sit down restaurant, or if I'm at like a counter and I receive exceptional service, then like maybe I'll tip. At a sit down restaurant, like obviously if I'm being served, I'll tip. At a counter, depends. But like, bro, I'm not tipping for like for like a pickup order, like for food, not tipping. Self-checkout, you're out of your goddamn mind. So that's another hot toddy take. I'm assuming most people like agree with me on that. But like, come on, be for real. Be so for real. My other hot toddy take is that, oh my God, Rocky and I, we got pizza and we were talking about like how it's annoying when like ingredients on pizzas are not like chopped finely enough. Like if there's like spinach or like kale or like greens or whatever, and you just like take a bite and like the whole piece comes off, like everything else that's on top of it, of like spinach or whatever, and it just like ruins it. So I guess my like hot toddy take is that every ingredient on a pizza, in a sandwich, and in a salad needs to be finely chopped. Like, I think non-chopped salads are like the most irritating thing in the world, and it takes me like so long to eat them because like I will like go out of my way to like chop things up into bite-sized pieces, and there's nothing that I hate more when I'm eating a salad and there's a piece of lettuce that's like 4 times the size of the fork, and I have to like like figure out how to fit it in my mouth with everything else. So like every salad should just be chopped. That should just be like the default of the way that they're served. Yeah, that's why I like sweet green, and I will get like the kale based salads because it's like pretty chopped pretty well. Yeah, same with sandwiches. Like when you're eating like a sandwich, like I get this sandwich from Whole Foods. It's called the TTLA. It has tempeh, tomato, lettuce, avocado. But like I either like ask for no lettuce, or I'll just get the lettuce like on the side, or like I'll just like take it. I'm not on the side, but like I'll just take it off when I'm eating it, because you like take a bite and like the whole piece of lettuce will just like slide out of the sandwich. Like same thing when you eat like burgers, like that is so annoying. So like either chop the lettuce and like put it on there chopped, or like don't put it on there because it like ruins it. And I feel the same thing kind of about tomatoes. Like tomatoes are like easier to bite into when you're biting into a sandwich or whatever. And I feel like the same with pizzas. So that is another one of my hot toddy takes. What am I thirsting for this week? I am thirsty. Oh, I'm definitely thirsting for herbal tea because it's been so dry. And now it's cool. Like my throat and my voice has been so dry that I've just been like chugging herbal tea with honey. And it's funny because like I love herbal tea. I would potentially drink it all year round, but like in the summer, like I could not be bothered to like prep it and chill it in the fridge. So I just don't like, but I'm like happy. Like that's why I love like winter, because I can just like drink warm liquids. And it's just like more satisfying, to be honest. I mean, I still will drink iced coffee in the winter, that's for sure. But yeah, I just love when it's like cold and I need a warm liquid to like warm me up. You feel me? Also tea parties. Oh my God, I'm thirsty for tea parties right now. I had like a mini tea party and like mini charcuterie vibe with Rocky Sunday morning, and it was so fun and like heartwarming. I'm like, there's something I love better than just like making a big old pot, like a yummy tea and like little teacups. I got this cute tea set, which I talked about in one of the episodes, and yeah, we just had like a little tea vibe. And I think that my goal, I will try to start it the end of this year, although I'll be kind of busy and like out of town a lot. My goal next year is to like host tea parties. Like I want to have friends over and have tea parties and have people bring like their favorite teas or their favorite snacks or whatever. I'm gonna do like charcuterie kind of vibes, but like specifically tea, and have tea parties. That's like all I want in life. So I will probably attempt to host one a month, invite friends and stuff, and maybe we'll do some like zesty tea parties, and like I can go live. I've been wanting to do some live stuff like on social media and maybe on YouTube too. Do like a live podcast with friends, like a tea party. Ooh, I think it'd be so fun. I have to figure out a name for it though. So I will keep y'all updated on that. But that is definitely a goal I have. I think it'd be so much fun. I'm so excited for Halloween, y'all. I'm going to a Halloween / birthday party next weekend. And I'm so freaking stoked on it. as I already said, we are dressing, me and my friends are dressing as characters from Hercules. I have majority of my Pain costume. Cammy's gonna be Panic. I just have to make the shoes, the Air Hercs, which I'm waiting. I think they're gonna be delivered from Amazon today. They're like platforms. But I'm in my arts and crafts era apparently, because I got Mod Podge, I got some like extra foam and like paintbrushes and like a bunch of Apple something. I forget the name of the brand. A bunch of acrylic paint. Like, girl, I'm gonna DIY the shoes. I'm so excited. And then it was so freaking hard to find blue like devil tails, because like we're basically like little like demons, and Pain is like kind of red, burgundy, red-ish color. And Panic is blue or like teal. And like for the life of me, I could not find a brand anywhere online that made a red and like a blue tail that were like in the same style, because we're like trying to kind of match everything. We have like the same type of wings, but just like in one in each color. And it looks fantastic. So I'm gonna have to like, I got a pack of 2 red tails. So I'm hoping that the acrylic paint will work on one of the red tails. So I'm going to have to also try that. Maybe I'll do that first. And I don't know, I'm going to be doing some arts and crafts probably tomorrow. I should do some tonight, because for the shoes, I want to do like multiple coats of the colors to make sure that it looks good. And then I have to do a coat of Mod Podge, and it has to then be dry and done by Saturday. So I'm going to be a busy bee with arts and crafts, trying to finish my costume. But I'm so excited. I love Halloween. Me and my parents just decorated a little bit yesterday for it, and I'm just so excited. So I'm going to go to that party on Saturday. I'm so stoked for that. And then I think on the day of Halloween, I don't think I'm going to wear the same costume. Because I don't think my kids will like know what it is. I could just be like a devil or like a dragon or something. I don't know, I'm gonna figure out. But I could also just do like a little strawberry vibe, because I have like a red kind of jumpsuit, and I have a green little bob wig that's so cute. So I might just wear the wig and my like red jumpsuit and just like order some like fabric like stickers on Amazon for like little strawberry seeds. I don't know. I got to figure that out. But I think I'm going to do that at work, because I think it'll be cute and the kids will appreciate it, because I work on Halloween. And then I think I'm just going to come home and like, I don't know, maybe I'll walk through the neighborhood and just like get the Halloween vibes. I'm not going to like trick or treat. I mean, maybe if I want to get some candy, but yeah, I might just give the vibes a little bit, or maybe we'll hand out candy. I don't know, I have to think about it. But I'm getting home kind of late, and last year kids went trick-or-treating like really early in my neighborhood. Like they want to go like before dark, which is kind of crazy. But I get it. I guess it's like safer. And then like the older kids go later. But we didn't see that many like teenagers last year, admittedly. Anyway, I guess we'll see how it is this year. It's not like it's going to be much different, because I only live a block away from where I did last year. So we'll see. But yeah, I'm just excited. I love Halloween. I hope y'all have a wonderful week. I'm going to wrap up today's episode. If you're going to Halloween parties this weekend, have fun, be safe, get lit. Don't drive, Uber, be safe or crash, and have the most fun in the world. And I will see y'all next week. Okay, bye.